The Vatican is often referred to as the Holy City and the home of the Roman Catholic Church. It is a place of great power and influence, but it is also the keeper of many secrets. Do you want to know what the papal palace is keeping from us? Are you curious about the mysterious and untold stories behind the walls of the Vatican? Then stick around with us till the very end. Hey, they're curious minds. Welcome back to Curious Media. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the mysteries of the world's smallest country, the Vatican. Let's uncover the top 5 secrets the Vatican hides from the world. From secret archives to hidden art, get ready to be surprised by what we'll uncover today. So let's get started. Number 5. Rumors of the Vatican Bank. The Vatican Bank, or the Institute for the Works of Religion, IOR, has been shrouded in controversy for decades. From its involvement in Nazi Germany to its association with money laundering, the IOR has been the subject of numerous scandals. The most controversial of these scandals is the Vatican's relationship with Hitler and the Third Reich. It is well known that the Vatican received church tax from Hitler every year. A large portion of this money was paid to the IOR, which allowed it to remain untraceable by Western banks. In addition, the IOR was used to store billions of dollars, the details of which have never been revealed to the public. Number 4. Exorcisms of 100,000 were carried out by the Vatican's chief exorcist. As one of the oldest, most mysterious, and most controversial religious practices, exorcism has been a part of the Catholic Church for centuries. Although it may seem like a practice only found in horror movies, exorcism is alive and well today. Father Gabriel Amorth, the late chief exorcist of the Vatican, is renowned for his practice. He was known for his extensive knowledge and experience in the field, and it is believed he performed around 160,000 exorcisms during his 60-year tenure. The Catholic Church continues to embrace the practice of exorcism, even holding workshops for priests. In 2018, the BBC reported that the Vatican welcomed 250 priests from around the world to an annual workshop. Number 3. Nazi war criminals were assisted by the Vatican in eluding the Allied army. The end of World War II saw a massive shift in the geopolitical landscape of the world. After Germany's surrender, thousands of Nazi officials and sympathizers were forced to flee the continent to avoid prosecution by the Allied forces. Many of these individuals found refuge in the South American countries of Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. Harvard researcher Gerald Steinacher has recently put forth a controversial claim in his book, Nazis on the Run, arguing that the Vatican played a role in helping the Nazis escape. According to Steinacher, the Vatican provided travel documents to facilitate the movement of these individuals to South America. Steinacher claims that this was done with the hope of reviving European Christianity, as well as to avoid the spread of Soviet influence. The Vatican, however, has refused to comment on these claims. This led to much speculation and debate regarding the role of the Vatican in aiding Nazi sympathizers after the war. Number 2. The Trial of Dead Man. The Cadaver Synod, as it is known, was a bizarre and almost unbelievable event that occurred in 897 AD. Pope Formosus was elected in 891 and served for 6 years. During his tenure, he was accused of usurping the papacy, which was a serious charge at the time. When he died in 896, his successor, Pope Stephen VI, ordered the body of the former pope to be exhumed and put on trial 7 months after his death. The trial was conducted in the usual way, with a deacon appointed to speak on his behalf and the dead pope's body dressed in ecclesiastical robes. However, the trial was anything but usual. After the court found him guilty of the charges, his body was stripped of its garments, his 3 fingers of benediction were cut off, and his body was cast into the river Tiber, where ancient Romans disposed of their most infamous criminals. The church's actions were extreme, and it was certainly a strange sight to see a dead man on trial. Number 1. The Holocaust was used by the church to make money. The Vatican's involvement in the escape of thousands of Nazis from Europe is well known, but their role in the smuggling of Nazi-looted art, gold, and other property belonging to Jewish families is far less spoken about. However, the truth is that the Vatican was deeply involved in this scheme, and it was largely facilitated by Bernardino Melgara, the financial advisor to the Vatican. Nogara was believed to be one of the Nazi spies and had instituted a scheme that allowed the Vatican to invest in Italian insurance companies that held assets from the life insurance plans of murdered Jewish families. This was a horrific scheme as it meant that the Vatican was profiting off the deaths of innocent people. Furthermore, the fact that the Vatican was an investor and not a direct insurer meant that it did not have to return any of the money made using the scheme. This was a particularly cruel twist of fate, as it meant that the families of the murdered Jews would never receive any compensation for their loss. We hope you've learned something new and enjoyed our video. But remember, the world is full of secrets, and there are so many more out there that are yet to be discovered. So keep your eyes open, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this one. Until next time, stay curious.